Kathy Vick, Deeply Awake. Today is the day after solstice. I woke up a little confused. Not remembering. But this was a day for bringing it home and applying what I was given last night. Prior to performing, I had a chance to sit and reflect. I went into a very, very deep meditation very, very fast. So deep that things fell out of my pocket, and people were, they knew to just leave them there and pass. I was called to do a mudra that I don't do often. And I was given knowledge. I was given a gift. We had been working on identity. And I more fully understand who I am now. I think it would be inappropriate to explain. I don't want to ever be seen as someone who is boasting, because I'm not. And I know that there are people in this world who are not generous in their minds. And that's why I have reticence. But I also know that there are people today who had very similar experiences to me. Further, I know there are many who will come to have the experiences that I had. So I'll tell you what I understand. Once again, I'll risk. But I preface it by telling you about what happened today. I had a friend that I texted prior to my activities. And she's the one who she and I read eyes. She said, "My God, you're so fucking dark right now." But it's not yours. I don't think it's yours. I wrote her back after a couple of hours and said, yeah, it's black as night, and it's not mine. And it's not touching me. I'm helping. It was more than a graduation. Much more. It was the first day of the rest of my life. As I was driving away, I realized, oh my goodness, there's something that I don't have. That was my coat pocket. Holy crap. I checked both coat pockets. They were empty. And they had not been. I double-checked. Yep, that's where it was. Yeah, that's where it was. I double-checked. I checked all of my belongings. I checked the floor. I checked my other pockets. It was gone. There was only one opportunity for it to fall out of my coat. And there was opportunity for it to have been stolen, but that seemed unlikely, though problematic. Highly problematic. So I returned to where my activities had occurred. I shouldn't have been able to check, but I was able to check, and my belonging wasn't there. So I drove home, realizing that bad may come, but really, it's not bad at all. And it was just a different experience. It was just, yeah, well, all right. Yeah, whatever. As I was unlocking my front door, I checked my pockets again. Remember, I double-backed many miles at a risk. And there sat the thing that I thought was gone, that might have been stolen. There it was, in my coat pocket, that had been empty. I understand much of the reasons, and it was just an important little lesson. And so now I've learned. I was told, and then I didn't comply, and then I got the object lesson. Any more questions? No. When I hear it, I'll comply next time. When I'm told not to do something, probably shouldn't do it. Otherwise, problems ensue that are just pain in the ass, but who needs them? Listen to the guidance. This is something far different than I've ever experienced. I tried to language it last time I was in front of you. There would come a time, I knew it, when I wouldn't be living the pain. I wouldn't be arguing with it. I wouldn't be part of it. And then I would be commenting on it in a different way. Not as a participant, but as an observer, perhaps. Always before. When I would get to this place, the reality of it would just hit me full force. Well, I'm gonna get knocked down again. It's not gonna stay this way. And it was true. It never did. Never could. I've been doing videos, I just haven't been publishing them. And they've really all been about this energy wave that's been hitting the earth and that will continue to be hitting the earth. This is the energy that Cryon was talking about. It's the energy that my team's been talking about. It's the energy that I see. It's the energy that's been working with me. It's a gift. Cryon said, point blank, you want another 10% efficiency to your DNA? You can have it. With this wave, you can have it. %10 is staggering. It's two different realities. And it's available. And it's happening now. That's what I realized last night. It really isn't theoretical anymore. And I am its spokesperson, one of them. One of them. And I've clomped around in my clay feet for a real long time. In misunderstanding. So I'll tell you what I was told. What I know is true. For which I have ample evidence today. I haven't seen that for a while. Bravo. Bravo. That came right from my heart. I could feel it. Through a series of images and thought groups, I came to understand that I am Magartha. It's okay to function as Magartha. And that this personality that I have been identifying as me is valid and beautiful and true. Perfect. But it's one personality. Magartha is Pleiadian. Pleiadian. Blue skin. I know more about seeding than I should, you know. I just do. And I don't accept this as a mantle that I put on and can take off. It's not like that. It's knowing how big I am. Assuming the position of one of those 12 lighted beings in a circle that I met during my first NDE. Knowing now the truth as it was told to me, it's incontrovertible. I'm one of those 12. And I represent Earth energy, Gaia. Magartha is my Earth personality. But it's the entire soul, with all the personalities within. I saw how vast that is. How many thousands of years. It's beautiful. It was steadying. It was reassuring. Like coming home. And today I couldn't shake it. And there was nothing but invitation and opportunity to forget. Something new is happening to me. With it come thoughts, which I think at the end wind up being lessons, actually, that I can give to others and help. I know others are hurting. I know the fear is so great. And the panic and despondence. The feeling of being victimed. Of actually having been a good martyr. All of these things. They're of the old way. They have to be detached from. And they will be in good time. It is true. The best way to teach is through example. And compassion. And patience. There are times when I have not used these as my modalities. That's fine. No longer. will I be questioning what comes out of my mouth? At the right vibrational state, I know. There is no fear. I trust completely what comes out of me. Not understanding sometimes why what's being said is being said. I've been doing this for a really long time. But to do it consciously, with the intent of being and giving divine love, the kind of love I know. When I think about God. So, that was my day. Can you see in my eyes how little self-doubt there is? Long time coming, huh? And the thing that I described at the beginning, something that physically was not there, so I did something to fix that. Placidly, peacefully, intentionally. And then it somehow just turned up. With a lesson, I might add. That's so common for me. It's normal, but it's becoming very, very thick. Things are getting really thick with things synchronicity. And the fear is melting. I wouldn't come to you with this unless I was sure. This is sustained. It is sustainable. It is the product of the work. What I was struck with last night and today, more than anything, was how forgiveness seemed to be flowing through me, washing me. The humility is astounding. And the love I have for others is too. I am in agreement with my reality. I know who I love. I know who I am in love with on this earth at this time and in my soul for all time. And none of this would be possible without coming home to self, without this process, which was sainted, even though I damned it nearly every single day I lived. It was sturdy enough to take it, evidently. And I wasn't punished for not liking what was going on. I didn't have to like it, just had to do it. That's all I have to say right now. I know who I am. I know my worth. And the crazy thing is, I know everybody else's worth now, too. And even the most cruel, inappropriate, harmful, unskilled, hateful behavior. Their cries for love. And that is all. That is all. That is all. First and foremost, I know how to take care of myself, and I do. But the need for self-protection is over. It's a myth. Protect me against what? Are you kidding me? I know who I am. So yes, things will change. I said they would. Makes sense, doesn't it? I am in accord. And even if I wake up and I feel bittersweet and sad, if during the day I feel confused and hurt, well, there's this personality that I constructed. And she resides within Magartha. It's hard to get upset with a long view shining from my eyes and breathing my heart. Yes. To close, I laughed out loud at the beginning of the choir performance last night because I had been reading that one rehearsal. Wow. All I remembered of that essay was how I went blah blah, and a nice Asian woman came up and said I made pretty sounds and that no one had shame. That's what I remembered about that essay. Not about the energetic vision I had preceding rehearsal. But the idea behind it was these energetic beings all got together and we built up the energy, and it looked like it was going to happen. There was this big swell and I was building the energy with my words, and everything seemed to be cool. Everybody was cool with that. And then just there was silence, and we expectant silence, and then we all kind of looked at each other and went, it was a rehearsal. Last night I was giggling. 4 years prior, I had been in the audience. I hadn't considered probably being in the choir. 4 years later, I'm backstage, meditating before giving truly the best performance of my life. So full of joy. And so a part of a group which loves me and I love it. Wow. And before we sang, I realized there aren't any more rehearsals. This is it. This is it. We're actually taking back the stage now. So for those who are like me, you know. It's time to begin. We don't have to hold back anymore. And for those who are remembering, welcome home. There's so much more coming. And it's all good. Fear not. And be of good cheer.